Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. He'll ride his man on the option. They stripped it out. Bounced right back to them. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. He cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. A 3rd and long coming up here. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they
makes the catch on the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Gators headed quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To throw, it's Lagway. Now he's going to break the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Trying to make magic with his feet.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Coming after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Now improvising. He'll pull it down. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
The pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of the spot.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Loss of 2. Right now, third and goal. That's the end of the first quarter with the game score.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
You can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over the Royals. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Glagway. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got to get...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 25. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the Texas offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Gator! And the defense doing work. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Quarterback checking the play. Wide out in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The freshman just a little too much on that one.
And And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Now on the option. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Pugh. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And he's almost to that 1st down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. On the move at the 30. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And he tacks on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take it. No, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Got it behind the line. It's Pugh. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Grab near the marker. It's Kramer. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And these offenses are just putting out numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Pockets fires toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Trying to get behind the defense. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Gators. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 23 over the Royals. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. This offense has a second down play. Quarterback will audible. He wants to pass it on second down. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Abrams. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved.
Off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Florida. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Whitback's here. On the ground, it's Kramer. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's first and 10. He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And stampeding through the defense. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll toss it to the left. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
We know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone, the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Keeps looking downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well,
that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations.
Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Gators want to move quickly.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles. He can pass block, but he can also run.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Sweet cut there. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. second down here as they go back to work after the break. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Stop short of the marker, and they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Getting some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Gets it out quickly. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Might be looking to run. He chucks one out to the right. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. Makes one man miss. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. And the Longhorns in the hurry up. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if Colorado would have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The give as they work on that clock. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense just cradling that fumble. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. The give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal coming up. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
49, Texas. 35, Texas.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Buys a little time. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's Pugh. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The sweet feet buy a little time. Took a shot as he threw. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Pressure coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Buys a little extra time. That's a fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to go up top. He makes the connection. Hard-hitting tackle. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You've got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
He's going to let it go. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And more yards after contact. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Sellers. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Gets away from one, finds some space. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game.